puppy who went for a walk, and on the way he came across...
his friend, Kitty the cat.
Ruff, ruff.
Where are you going?
Ruff, ruff, for a walk. Come with me.
OK. They went for a walk, and on the way they met a...
Budgie! Cheep, cheep! Where are you going?
We're going to the park to play football. Why don't you come with us? You can be the goalkeeper.
Cheep, cheep! Yes, please.
So Kitty got the ball and passed it to Puppy.
And Puppy kicked it toward the goal, but Budgie flew up and saved the ball.
Hooray!
Yes!
What a match. And now it's time for another brilliant story in Jackanory Jr.
Cheep, cheep!
This is Jackanory Jr. Hello, I'm Tisha, and this is the story of Ellie and the cat. Ellie felt alone and miserable, utterly miserable. Her dad was always jetting off here, there and everywhere. As a result, Ellie had lived in more houses and been to more schools than any 8 people put together. It's not fair. Ellie kicked a stone as she walked towards Grandma's house. I hate school, I hate this house, I hate everything, Ellie said. The dining room was on the first floor overlooking the back garden. Ellie sat down for her dinner and she wasn't happy. This sausage is too small and the beans shouldn't be touching the chips. Now the chips will be all soggy. Yuck! Don't play with your dinner, Ellie, Grandma said. I don't want these smelly beans and I don't want these stinky chips. Grandma bent down to tickle her black cat Jolly behind its ears. My dear, Grandma said at last, I've met some bad-mannered, unpleasant characters in my time, but I've decided that you are the rudest, most spoilt, most disagreeable child I have ever met. Jolly, what should I do to teach this young madam a lesson? Jolly's just an ugly, stupid cat, Ellie snapped. She's as frumpy and dumpy as you are. That does it, Grandma interrupted. My girl, I'm going to teach you a lesson you'll never forget. Since you think Jolly's so ugly and stupid, you will switch with Jolly. You will live in Jolly's body and Jolly will live in yours. And I won't change you back until... Grandma's eyes suddenly gleamed. Until you find my wedding ring, which I lost years ago, and until you've learnt some manners. Don't talk wet. Ellie laughed, but then something strange happened. Ellie looked around, frightened. There, it's done, Grandma said. Ellie looked down at her hands and stared so hard that she was surprised her eyes didn't pop out of her head and plop out onto the carpet. Her hands had disappeared. Instead, she had paws. What was happening? I'm a cat! You turned me into a cat! I have not. You're just in Jolly's body, that's all. Your body's over there with Jolly in it. Meow. I like being a girl, Jolly said. Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma. Please change me back. Grandma shrugged. Not until you find my wedding ring. And what's more, you've only got until dinner time tomorrow to find it. But what happens if I don't find it? Then you'll have to remain a cat forever. Ellie the cat ran along the landing, which was filled with low lights and long shadows. I'm a cat, she wailed. I'm a cat. Ellie was just about to turn the corner when she skidded to a halt. There on the opposite wall was the huge shadow of some mega-enormous beast. Who's there? Ellie called out, terrified. Ah! Jolly the Ginormous! I didn't recognise your voice, so I've had it now. Ellie looked down to where the voice was coming from. Who are you? She asked. Grimbleton Scunnercrunch, the 53rd at your service. But you're a mouse. Of course I'm a mouse. Who are you? You look like Jolly, but you don't sound like her. I'm not a cat, I'm a girl, Ellie said. Only I'll never be a girl again if I don't find Grandma's wedding ring. Where did your Gran lose it? Grimbleton asked. If she knew that, she'd know where to find it and then it wouldn't be lost, Ellie said crossly. Excuse me, I'm sure, Grimbleton said. I was only trying to bloomin' help. With a toss of his head, Grimbledon turned and began to walk off. "No, don't go. I need your help. I'm sorry I was rude," Ellie mumbled. She wasn't used to apologising. Grimbledon smiled. "Of course I'll help you. I'd do anything to get back at Jolly. I bet she just loves being a girl." So Ellie the cat and Grimbledon Scunnercrunch the mouse both scampered up to the attic. "It'll take all year to find Grandma's ring in this jumble," said Ellie, padding through the open attic door. "Please wipe your feet," a squeaky voice ordered suddenly. A sulky spider stood before them. "I'm Vinegar," sniffed the spider. "Vinegar Blunderthud. And I'm Grimbledon Scunnercrunch." The mouse bowed low. "I'm Ellie's friend." Ellie grinned at him. "We're looking for my grandma's ring," said Ellie. "If I don't find it by tomorrow dinner time, then I'll be a cat forever and Jolly will be a girl forever. Well, will you help us?" "Of course I'll help," Vinegar said. "Anyone who doesn't care for Jolly is a friend of mine. That cat is rude and disagreeable and never thinks of anyone but herself." Ellie could feel her face burning. A lot of people thought that she was rude and disagreeable too. "Let's both call our friends." Then she whistled 3 times. Ellie looked around in surprise. It seemed as if the inside of the roof, the floor, and the very walls were moving in waves towards her. Then Ellie realised what it was. Thousands and millions and trillions of spiders. Grimbledon then gave 3 low, long, loud whistles. Up the stairs they came, what seemed to Ellie like every mouse in the world. "You lot took your blimmin' time," Grimbledon said. "Are we going to help Ellie?" "We'll help you," came an assortment of squeaks and squeals from the stairs. "Thank you," Ellie said. "Not so fast, my pretty little one. I think you've forgotten about me." It was Jolly in Ellie's body. The mice shrieked and ran whilst the spiders fled up the walls. "Oh, I like being a girl. I don't want to be a cat again." "But that's my body." "It's mine now, and I'm going to make sure that I keep it." Faster than fast, her hand swooped down to catch the tail of the last mouse still scampering away. Jolly lifted the mouse over her mouth and dangled it there. "You mean, evil, rotten cat, put him down!" Grimbledon scampered over Jolly's shoe and up her ankle, where he bit hard into her skin. "Ow!" Immediately, Jolly dropped the mouse. "Run, my precious, run," hissed Jolly. "But it won't do you any good. You won't find your grandma's ring, and even if you do, I won't let you give it to her." And off she strode. Ellie and her friends searched the house all through the night. Next morning, when at last they had all gathered together by the back door, Ellie took one look at all the miserable faces and knew that the ring still hadn't been found. Just then, Ellie saw her grandma coming down towards them, and there behind her was Jolly. "Grandma, I've something to tell you about Jolly," Ellie began. "Ellie's going to tell you about how I offered to help her," Jolly interrupted. Grandma put her spectacles on. "Well done, Jolly." Ellie stared at Jolly. Of all the barefaced lies Ellie had ever heard, that was the barest and the boldest. Grandma smiled kindly. "Don't forget, Ellie, you only have until dinner time to get my ring back to me. Good luck." "Grandma, wait," Ellie began, but it was too late. Grandma had disappeared back up the stairs. "You lying toad," said Ellie. Now, is that any way to talk to the cat who's now got your body?" Jolly grinned, and with that, Jolly bounded up the stairs without looking back once. "I'm going to be a cat forever," Ellie said, and lay down with her head on her front paws. Ellie knew she had less than an hour left. A few mice and spiders began to mutter and grumble. Ellie hung her head. "Listen, everyone," she called out. I know that some of you are getting fed up, and you can go if you want to, but I still want to thank you all for helping me." Vinegar scampered up the wall of the well to stand at the top of it. "Friends, we can't desert Ellie in her hour of need," Vinegar cried. "Ellie is our friend. We can't let her down." And Grimbledon shouted, "Are we going to let her down?" "No!" everyone shouted. Hooray! Vinegar jumped up and splosh fell backwards into the well. Vinegar! Ellie jumped up onto the well wall and peered down into the shadowy water below. Vinegar, are you all right? Oh dear, the walls are slippery and slimy, Vinegar said anxiously. But if we leave you down there, you'll get tired and then you'll sink and drown. Ellie, go, Vinegar ordered. If you try to save me, by the time you fish me out, it will be dinner time. If you help me, you'll be a cat forever. Ellie looked at the mice and spiders around her. They were all watching her, waiting for her decision. Ellie thought hard. Vinegar, hang on, we're going to get you out, Ellie shouted. The garden was filled with the sound of all the mice and spiders cheering. Listen, everyone, we'll need some spiders to form a ladder down the well. Within minutes, the spiders were slowly but surely climbing over each other and holding onto each other's arms and legs as they made a ladder down the well. I found it! I found it! I found your grandma's wedding ring, Vinegar screamed. It's jammed between 2 bricks in the wall here and I'll get it out. Be careful, Ellie called down. Trampling and trampling over the other spiders' heads, Vinegar finally made it to the top of the well. We've done it! Hooray! We've done it! Ellie beamed, licking up Grandma's ring and putting it onto her tongue. Not before time either, said Grimbledon. We've only got a few minutes. And none of you are going anywhere, said Jolly from the back door. Suddenly, cats and more cats appeared from behind Jolly until the doorway was full to overflowing with cats. Let's see any of you get past me and my friends. Jolly smirked. The sun was very low now, and Ellie could see Grandma sitting by her open window, just starting her dinner. Another ladder, Grimbledon said suddenly. We need another ladder of mice going up the wall to your grandma. Come on, everyone. You'll never do it in time, Jolly said confidently. Anxiously, Ellie watched. A whole row of mice stood beneath Grandma's window. Then more mice got on top of them. Then more mice got on top of them. And the pyramid of mice quickly grew. Ellie, start climbing, Grimbledon called out. Ellie bounded up the pyramid, climbing higher and higher. Friends, quick, I need your help, Jolly called. The mice climbed up faster to build the pyramid higher. Get them, Jolly hissed, tearing at the pyramid of mice. The pyramid began to sway, then to rock, as Jolly and her friends pulled mice away from it. Jump, Ellie, jump, Grimbledon shouted, stretching out further than she thought possible. Ellie grabbed for the windowsill and she leapt through the window, right into Grandma's lap. My wedding ring, Grandma said. Oh, well done, Ellie, well done. Will you change me back now? Ellie asked. Of course. Jump down off my lap and as soon as your feet touch the carpet, you'll be a girl again. Ellie jumped down. Immediately, she ran to the window. Grandma, please do something. Your cat Jolly is hurting my friends. With a frown, Grandma got up and went to the window. The garden was full of cats chasing mice and spiders, and right in the middle of them was Jolly, once again, a cat. Jolly, Grandma called out sternly. If you or your friends have hurt even one of them, then you can look for a new place to live. As Ellie watched, Jolly's friends slunk off, climbing up the garden fence and running away. Then the mice and spiders crowded underneath the window. Your friends are all saying congratulations, Grandma told Ellie. I can't understand them anymore, Ellie said sadly. Of course you can. Just listen with your heart, not with your ears. Ellie looked out of the window at her friends. Thank you all, Ellie said, tears of happiness in her eyes. You were my first friends and I'll never forget you. Ellie turned to her grandma. Grandma, I'm sorry I was so rude to you, Ellie said. And I'm sorry I lost my temper, Grandma said. Do you forgive me? Ellie nodded. Now then, I have some news. Your dad went for an interview for another job a couple of weeks ago, and today he found out that he got it. He's going to be in charge of selling computers in this area, so when he gets back, we're going to share this house, but only if you want to. Oh, Grandma, I'd love that more than anything, Ellie grinned. And Ellie and her grandma hugged each other. Bye for now.
different hands. And different feet. Look at all the children you can meet. Different eyes. A different nose. Look at all the brightly coloured clothes.
Street after street, mile after mile.
Look at all the different faces with the same smile. Yay!
Same smile. Weekdays at 9 on CBeebies.
All aboard for a happy birthday from Driver Dan and the Story Train.
Pika, it's birthday time! And look, the birthday bear has got the birthday cards. And this first one is for you, Alan, as you celebrate your 2nd birthday. Who is driving in Pat's van? Wow, it's our birthday boy, Alan. What a lucky lad. And this card comes with lots of love from Mummy, Daddy, and your basset hound, Sammy. Happy birthday. Lily Bell, you are 1 today, and you too will be playing Pika with the Piplins. And this pretty card comes with lots of love from Mummy, Daddy, Molly the cat, Billy the dog, and everyone who loves you very much. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Chloe. You are 1 today. And look, this is a lovely glittery card. And it's come from Mummy, Daddy, and your grandpas and grandmas. And they hope you have a fantastic day. And so do I. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Cyro. You are 2 today. And you look like you're having lots of fun with our very good friend, Timmy. And the card comes with love from Mummy, Daddy, and all your Argentinian family. Happy birthday. Summer. This is a big card. And it's all for you, Summer, on your 1st birthday. And what a fabulous picture. And it comes with lots and lots of love from Mummy, Daddy, Lolly, Nanny and Bampy, and everyone who loves you. Happy birthday. Joshua. You are 3 today, and you're having a party with Charlie and Lola. Fantastic. What a great birthday treat that is. And the card comes with love from Mummy, Daddy, and all your family, and they hope you have a lovely day. And indeed, so do I. Have a lovely time on your special day. Bo, another really big card. These are fantastic. And you, Bo, are 2 today. And there you are, hiding with our friends Iggle Piggle and Upsy Daisy. And this fantastic card comes with lots of love to our little man from Mummy, Daddy, Nana and Grandad, Nanny Jean and Pops, and all your aunties, uncles and cousins. Happy birthday to you, Bo. And now we're off to the night garden to wish Jonathan a very happy 2nd birthday. And where is Jonathan? Surely he's not hiding in the Tomley-Boo's house. Oh, he is, cheeky monkey. There's our birthday boy. And this fab card comes with lots of love from Mummy, Daddy, and your baby sister, Libby. Have a great 2nd birthday. Isla, you are